Jenny Lee, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm gonna play around with some makeup. I'm gonna do some bright colors, do something bright and cheery. I'm kind of feeling a little, I don't know, in a funk today. I'm gonna get myself out of that funk, and sometimes all the time when I do my makeup, it just makes me feel so much better and just gets my day going. And so it's Saturday. I don't know when you see this video, but for me it's Saturday, and you know, I'm gonna get looking good so then I can just play with the kids and do what I need to do and feel better. Since I'm gonna be doing bright colors today, I'm gonna do my eyes first. So I'm gonna use the Morphe concealer, and I like to use it in the white, especially if I'm using bolder colors. It really makes them pop. And I'm actually gonna put on my hand first today and then paint it on to try something a little different. I noticed the last time I did this, I think I used way too much. So I'm gonna try a different method. Yeah, this is gonna work way better. I'm always learning new things as I'm doing my makeup. I mean, you never know it all, or I don't think anyone, is ever gonna know it all. You keep learning and new things keep coming out and new trends every day. And when you're doing your eyes, don't worry about, keeping the concealer perfect. So you're gonna do your foundation and stuff later. A bad habit of going just way too heavy with stuff. I'm slowly learning to use less product, because really less is more. I'm thinking about perfectionist, so I keep going over things a lot. Like I blend, even my videos, like it looks like I'm blending forever. I'm blending like forever times 10. Yeah, like I want it really blended, but I don't think I need to blend that much. I think I'm just very perfectionist when it comes to that, so it takes me forever, but I mean, I really enjoy it. Makeup's like my therapy, so I know a lot of people are like, oh, why do you wear so much makeup? Like you have actually good skin and stuff, you don't need it. And it's like, I really just enjoy it. Same thing with like cooking. My husband's like, oh, I want to cook for you tonight. I want to help you out. And it's like, no, because I feel like that's like my therapy. It's like, no, I'll cook, you go hang out with the kids and don't try and take away my cooking time. That's like a makeup artist coming to do my makeup. I don't think I would enjoy that. I've had my makeup done before and I didn't enjoy it. Like I honestly like doing my makeup. And I am sweeping some of this underneath too. That will help my under shadows pop. I am gonna take a wipe and just clean right here. And just that way my eyeshadow like stays, where I want it to. Even though I could clean it up, but it's just gonna help keep the line better and it just looks better. That. So see, it looks more precise. I'm gonna do something that I actually have never done before. Ta-da! It's to do my brows now. For one, I don't really do my brows that often. And for two, I've never done my brows at this phase in my makeup, like ever. But to me, it sounds like it would make sense. So I could like fix them later. I don't know. It may not make sense because eyeshadow might get in them, so I might regret it. But we're doing it, okay? We're doing it. I've already like made the decision and I've already told you guys now, so it's like, I can't back out, right? I mean, it could look good, but. And I'm just use Brow Fast Sculpt because I need something fast. And I just kind of spike them up. And my hair, my poor hair, I'm hoping like it'll adjust later. I have a video previously to this video explaining the whole hair. So go watch it if you haven't. I'm just kind of leave it like that while I go do the other one. And see, I don't do much to them at all. Just to give them just a little, see, it just gives them a little color. This is my hard side. Look at those spiky girls. And now I'm gonna smooth them out. This front is just naturally spiky. It likes to be spiky, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Why try to tell them what to do, you know? I have enough people to tell what to do. So we're just gonna roll with it. Oh, this one's looking a hot mess. This is why you do this when you have no foundation on, though. I can imagine the people who get knee deep in like the major eyebrow construction. Woo. Can barely do this little fast sculpt. So you people who are not good at eyebrows, you're not alone. You can join my club. No shame in my no eyebrow game. She's just getting worse and worse. I think they're getting mad because I'm messing with them too much. They're like, what are you doing? You do not ever touch us. Why are you touching us? So they're not happy. I'm gonna get my little spoolie and like spoolie them. And like I said, I'll clean all that up with like concealer or something. Just lightly, I'm kind of running this through it. And it's kind of scraping off like the dried, whatever you call it, the lash serum, the dried brow gel. Good enough. Good enough. So now I guess we'll get right into our eyeballs. So I've decided today that I'm going to use my James Charles. And I've noticed on Ulta they're 50% off right now. If you don't have one, I would go look online and go snag that up because 50% off would make it a little more than $15 or something like that. So definitely check that out. And that's for the big one. They also have a mini one. I don't know if the mini ones, I think everything was 50% off. So if they still have the mini ones, that would be even cheaper. Definitely, this is a very good palette. A lot of people like love this as their like everyday palette. I love it. I wouldn't say it's like my go-to favorite palette. I actually like the Gem palette a lot more from Morphe, but that's just me. This is what she looks like though. Reason I picked the palette is because I really like the blue options that I have in it because I want to match my shirt. I also want to go for a nice bright blue. I might even play around with some eyelashes, not magnet ones, glue ones, so we can have a different experience. And hopefully it's not a fail like they were last time. Let's see. I haven't really even thought about what I'm doing yet. I just know I'm doing blue. So I think I'm going to start in with this blue. I mean, we're just gonna go right in it and it's gonna look crazy. Anytime you go with bold colors, it's gonna look crazy at first. But the good thing is we have no foundation on or anything, so we don't gotta worry about any kind of fallout or any of the side mess that it looks like it's making. Don't worry about it, we're all good. And I'm gonna be using this brush. It's from Glamour Dolls, if you can see that. But it's like a little blending brush and it's kind of like a smaller one. Love this brush. I've had it a while. I'll probably almost need a new one. And actually it was my sister. She got it, I think in an Ipsy bag or something. And the day she got it, I kidnapped this baby. She was over here doing her makeup and she kind of set it to the side and I slowly moved it over. And I mean, I gave her another brush to replace it, but I've never done that before ever. Like said, hey, I'm taking this. Love it. And it's like, I don't know why I like it. It's just a little smaller and it's a little more precise. Like in the blending, if you know what I mean, but you gotta try it. If you're like really into blending and stuff, this is the brush. I even think for people who are not good at blending, this is the brush. Now that I got that out of my system. Ooh, I probably should have set this with some powder. Do you see that? Do you see that? That's what a girl gets for not doing all the steps. So we're gonna rewind and fix that mess. So we're gonna kind of try to fix that. I'm just using the Ciate powder because it's white, because I don't want to lose that whiteness, but I'm already getting creasing, so we need to take care of that. Especially like when you're blending and stuff, you don't want to start blending on top of it creasing like that. It's just gonna be a hot mess. You're just gonna blend, and that's where you're gonna get the lines, and it's because it ain't gonna blend it out, trust me. Especially going in with a blue like that. We were looking for a disaster. And I went the longest time without doing this step, and I struggled a lot when I was doing bold colors. And I didn't know to do this. And some people may not need to, but I'm one who does. Because I have very big eye space, and my eyes are like kind of, I don't know if you call them hooded, but you know, they crease. They open up and form a crease. Now that we took care of that situation, I'm so disappointed in myself. Let's now, that I almost dropped James. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry. I'll take better care of you. And I'm going very light. I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure because I'm wanting to very slowly add it. You put a lot of pressure, you're gonna put a lot of pigment on at once. And once again, it's gonna be harder to blend. So I'm really not putting that much pigment on my brush. I mean, it looks like a lot, but, and then I'm barely putting pressure. And I'm kind of just tapping right now. And then circling. These are just tips that I do that I think just help doing bold colors easier, because they can be really hard to work with if you know, don't know what you're doing. If you haven't practiced with them. It might look good like far away, but then you get close up and then you just see all the lines, and that's just not cute. I'm gonna take a little break on this side, and I'm gonna jump over here for a little bit. I will do that sometimes when I'm doing a lot of like blending and stuff in steps. I'll get this situated to a point, and then I'll jump over here, and then we'll jump back to her, and that way we're just keeping everything the same. And down here at the bottom, I like swirl, and then it's kind of like windshield wiper motions. Swirly swirl. Ooh, it's gonna be nice and bold. I love a good bold blue look. I was sporting a bold blue look when it was not cool to have a blue look going. I was like 9th grade, 10th grade, and oh, the girls were looking at me like, look at those blue eyes. And I'm sure it was hello not blended, and I probably didn't look as cute as I thought I was, but I've never been like one to stray away from bold looks, even though I was so shy in school and stuff. But I didn't look shy because I'd be sporting bright blue eyes and bright red lipstick. I've never been afraid to use colors. When I was younger, sometimes, you know, it would bother me when people would say things about how bright my makeup was, or like say, oh, you shouldn't wear that much makeup, you shouldn't wear that brighter colors, you should wear more casual makeup, oh, you're a mom, you should look more grown up. And you know, when you're 21, 22 years old, you let that stuff get to you. Now I realize, as I'm just getting older and stuff, that you gotta be you, you know? You have to live you, be you, and if bright blue eyeshadow is you, then you gotta do it. You're gonna feel your best when you're being true to yourself. And now I don't care who likes it or who doesn't like it. It's me, it's what I love, it's my passion, and what makes me feel better. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rock it out. So if that's you and you are into just these different things, do it. Be you. I love that. All right, so we're almost done with this bright blue blended, maybe, so that I could blend all day. Just right, I like get sucked in the blending tunnel. Which I need to get out of that tunnel because I already hear my kids are fighting, so Mama's gotta get her beauty fighting in a hurry. Mom life, like it is so hard maintaining, trying to get my beauty and dealing with my kids because I have spoiled my boys rotten. I've come to the conclusion that they are absolutely rotten. And it's all my fault. I have done it. And I'm not talking like spoiled, like buy them things spoiled, like I wait on them hand and foot. And I've done it. It's not their fault. And I'm trying to get them out of it. And I'm really realizing now with, you know, being home so much with the situation, just how much I have spoiled them and just catered to them, because a girl is getting tired, like tired. Like, it is so hard for me to even come in here to do my makeup or do anything for myself without them needing or wanting something. And it's like, y'all are all like older than, my youngest is almost 6 years old. And then I have a 15-year-old, an 11-year-old. So mama should be able to catch a break, you know? So we're working on it. We're working on it. So this time has brought, like, you know, a lot of reflection of things, like, you know, that we need to work on. Things that, you know, we weren't really noticing. Good things can come out of bad things, small things. I'm gonna shade in right here with this blue, and I'm gonna shade in right here with this blue. And I don't know if I might add a little stuff to darken it up. I don't know yet. If I should darken it. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna darken up this side. I didn't know if I was going to or not, but you know, let's try, which I probably don't have time for it, but we're gonna try. Sometimes these makeup looks that I've done take me like, it feels like 5 days, but they take like 4 hours, and not like I'm sitting here for 4 hours. It's because I do one step, stop, go do something for one of the boys, come back, do another step, go do another something for one of the boys. It's like never ending. Like, it's exhausting. One day I should make a video of me actually every time I have to stop and go deal with the boys, so you can see. I'm gonna do that next time, actually. Watch, that day they won't bother me at all. I don't even know what I'm doing. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this blue right here, very lightly, and I'm gonna use just a shader brush from Jeffree Star. I'm just tapping it right now. I'm not doing nothing but tapping. And I'm kind of going at an angle, kind of following where that crease color is. This side, I could always make like a perfect little like V shape. This side, I can't do it. I'm measuring here. Just lining a little bit of the light blue, or not the light blue, but the other blue. I'm just a tad with this dark color. Okay. That I'm kind of starting to look like a Smurf. Smurfs are happy, right? Or no, actually, I don't think they all are. I think I'm thinking Care Bears. There's that one happy Smurf, right? Or am I thinking of Trolls? All right, and I'm gonna get some blue. Should I do my blue sides or my? No, I'll do the inner corner first, actually. I'm just jumping all around. I really have no clue what I'm doing. I'm kind of making this whole eye look up as I'm going. Usually I'll kind of have a color scheme in my head of what I'm gonna do. Not my color scheme, but I'll kind of know what I'm gonna do already, even if I've never done it before, because usually all my looks are pretty, never do the exact same look, almost ever. I always change up a little something with my eye look. Like, that's just how I am. I feel weird if I'm doing the same look. I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna fill in this little corner right here with this same blue, and then we'll just have a little something light to put in there, and then we'll go do the underneath, I guess. And so I'm going in with that same blue, like I said, this light one, which I don't know the names of them. Morphe, this is one of my things that I don't like about Morphe, or not necessarily don't like about Morphe, but this would be my only complaint really about Morphe, is that the names of their eyeshadows come in this little plastic thing that comes like on top of your eyeshadows, and it's not even like connected in the palette. You know, some of them make them when they're like connected, which that'd be kind of cool, but it just flies away. And I try to keep up with them as much as I can. I really want to start like taping them, which that's what Morphe should do, is like tape them up here or something. Like do something and then have them loose, because I love knowing the names of my eyeshadows. Like I love that. Like that's the coolest part, especially like with collabs, is like what did they name them, you know? Because the names have a lot to do with their personalities. And so it really sucks that I don't have the names anymore, but I try to keep up with it. But it's hard keeping up with all those cellophanes because I have like over 20 Morphe palettes. So just telling you, Morphe, not that you're ever gonna hear this from me, but you know. So I'm using this brush. I don't even know where I got this. I just picked this up in my little thing. It's a Beauty UD2 360. Don't even know where it came from, but it's like a shader brush, but kind of long. It just looked good for what I'm gonna do. This is some Walmart vibes right here. I look like I work at Walmart. This would be so cute though with a mask. Like I'm so sporting the bright eyes right now with the mask. You know, you can't sport your lips and stuff. So I'd be rocking the eyes for sure. This should be a Walmart employee like uniform look. Just so that my center color pops just a little bit more, I am gonna put a little bit more on my concealer right there, just so it has, you know, more of a brighter base to be on, because you really can't even see that white there anymore. And it'll be like kind of still a little wet and sticky. The white concealer will help kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like fade out some of the other shadow I got going and give it a real pretty look. You could almost use this concealer and just blend it and leave it as it is, and it would look really pretty. I might put a little in the inner corner and leave it. We'll see. I'm not putting a whole lot, but just a little bit. It's so much better that looks for a base than that. You could, like I said, you could just leave that right there as it is. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna take this little fine pointed, I mean this has got such a fine point on it. It's a Jeffree Star brush. It's the number 14, and I'm just gonna dip that in my concealer, the white Morphe one. And I'm gonna go right in here, just like a little bit in the inner corner. I'm gonna do that right now, and I'll get a different brush and like blend it out. I'm gonna go reline the underneath of my eye too. Now I'm going to take this Morphe brush. It's a pointed brush too, but it's a little less fine. It's got a little more fluff to it, I guess you would say. And I'm going to go in with this white, this big pan of white right here. We're going to dip this little guy in that. And it's just pretty much a matte white. And I'm going to go where I use that little concealer, just on the top part, not on my underline. And to me, using my Morphe setting spray, I had bought the Milani, their new line, their Fruit, Tease, whatever line, had a setting spray, a lip gloss. I did not try the eyeshadow palette. I tried the Dragon Fruit flavor scent. Did not like it, took it back to Walmart. It actually made a video, but I'm not gonna post it. The video just was wackadoodled. But I did not Did not like it. That's why I took it back. I don't ever take back anything. Even when it's kind of like a little not like, I still keep it in my collection, keep giving it more tries, but I just didn't like it. And not only that I didn't like it, it's just, there was no purpose. The setting spray did not smell like I thought it was going to. It really didn't have a smell at all, in my opinion. So I have tons of setting sprays. And the lip gloss didn't show up, and it didn't smell either. So, and they were fairly expensive. I think this setting spray was $9 and the lip gloss was $7. That's a lot of money for things that don't even smell. And the whole point was like the whole scented line. I don't know, if you guys tried it, let me know. Maybe I need to retry it or a different flavor. Again, with the flavor, it's not ice cream, Jen. A different scent. Maybe I just was, my expectations of the scent was just too high. I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the comments. So I'm using my Morphe one, and I'm using a shader, my fluffy shader from Jeffree Star. I'll tell you what number this guy is. Oh, this is the 11. I do have 11. Okay. So I'm going in with this real pretty shimmery blue right there. It's like a sky blue. Ooh, doesn't it look so pretty? Now we're gonna go do the bottom, get that all fancy fold. And I'm kind of gonna just match the way I did it. So we're gonna go the dark here, lighter blue here. Well, not the light blue. It's hard when you're talking about all these blues. This is why me knowing the names would be handy. So the dark blue, the lighter blue, and then the really light blue. Okay, are you following? And I'm gonna use kind of the fluffy one because I want it to kind of be chunky, not fine. Not like super chunky, but not super fine. We're going for a bold, cheerful look today. This would have been good for 4th of July too. I'm just getting so many vibes with it. Smurfs, Walmart, 4th of July. My eyes look really small right now. I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm just using this little shade changer. It actually works pretty good too. I got it from the Dollar Tree. Not bad, like just in between like the same look. You still don't try to use that to replace cleansing your brushes, of course, but in between looks, it's perfect. Like, you know, when you're doing the same look and switching colors. But I blend it so that I get that ombre-ish kind of look. And then I'm gonna dip that brush a little bit into the setting spray before I go into my light blue. I'm gonna do some eyeliner with my e.l.f., my little liquid one that I just love. Kind of keep it simple right now because I probably will have to go back in later and put a little bit over to cover my lash band. That's typically what I do. So I'm just gonna do a little bit now. But I still like to do a little bit now anyway. I like to get my wing going and stuff now. I'm talking like I'm a lash pro over here. Oh, this is how I like to do my lashes. Even though I've only done them maybe 5 times in my entire life. And only once they look good. Alright, I'm not gonna do a real big wing. We already got enough going on. I'm gonna slide a little liquid. Oh, I can't with me. I shouldn't be surprised every time I make a fumble, but I still am. Even though I do it all the time. I think my first language is Miss Language. But this is a pencil black liner. gonna do just a quick coat of mascara, and I'm just gonna use my simple little lash one right now. I do like to do a little mascara before lashes too, kind of to give it something to stick to. And you don't want to use a whole lot of mascara on the lashes. That way they last longer and it doesn't weigh them down. I tend to pull them off when I put mascara on them. And they look so weird with my eyes done and my face. Like, could you imagine if I didn't do the rest of my face makeup? I feel like that'd be very bizarre. I should do that one day. Like, just do my eyes and see if like anybody notices with absolutely no face makeup and go like around my sister and stuff. That'd be funny. I doubt you'd see any. The lashes I'm gonna use, they're the Believe. Can you believe that? And they look really pretty. They're just like nice and natural kind of looking. I haven't used them before, as you can tell. They're still on a thing. I got these 50% off at Dollar General, and they were only $4 to begin with, so I got these for $2. You can't beat that. So even if they go completely wrong and I mess them up, you know, even though $2 is still kind of a lot of money. I'm cheap. $2 is still a lot of money. So I'm gonna get these off and then see if I need to trim them a little bit. And then when you trim them, you wanna trim them from the back end. I always thought it was the opposite, but then I was corrected, and you wanna trim from the back and then place them. And I do like to trim them a little bit because I don't like lashes coming all the way out here because I don't even naturally have lashes up here. So why am I gonna put them there? So we're not gonna do that. And make sure you're very careful when you're pulling them off this, because you want that little strip adhesive. I've made the mistake before and didn't realize that I needed that adhesive part, and I like took it off. Don't do that. Don't be a me. Take it off slowly, and you want any sticky that's on there, you want that. Just a tip. So I did trim just a little bit off of them, but I didn't trim much, like not even a half of an inch, because they were almost pretty perfect. These are very like natural lashes, which is like what I want, just that extra little bit of, you know, fluff. It's like adding extensions for fullness, because we know I don't ever need no hair extensions. I have the longest hair in the world. Okay, I think some glue. It's kind of like playing tricks on me. I'm not used to the glue being clear, so I wasn't even aware it was coming out or not. So that was weird. You want it to tack up. That's a big mistake I used to make, is I would think I needed to go immediately. No, you don't want to go immediately. So you want to give it a minute or two. So I'm just gonna wave them around. I guess I really could like be doing the other lash, getting it glued up and let it sit, but I don't know. I do things the hard way, I guess, because I'm just gonna sit here and chill with this. Probably shouldn't have blowed on it, I don't know. It's like it put bacteria on it if you blow on it. I guess the bacteria is still in the air. It's just my own germs. Anyway, hopefully I put enough on there. All right, we're just gonna go for it. And you kind of go in at the center. This sister, I can keep it in my tweezers. Her sister gave me no problems. No problems. Her sister showed up, did what she was supposed to do, sat down and was quiet. Now, she's got to sit over here and give me some attitude. She's in a mood, I guess. Because she's like, I'm not listening to you. I'm not going to sit down and shut up. I'm going to fly around in the wind and get on your nerves. Now I'm gonna go over it again, like I said I probably would, with my liner to just smooth the line, make sure the band's covered, which it was a very small band. It really didn't have a line, but just make sure. You want no one, you know, knowing you got lashes on. I don't really mind them knowing I have them on, but you know, still. Whether they know or not. It's like you go get extensions, you go from here to here, down to here. Well, obviously we know you got your extensions, but we don't need to see your extension band. So now I'm gonna take my Bambi mascara and we're gonna go and lightly coat these lashes and try not to rip them off and hope that they're actually glued on. And let's go. Ooh. This is probably where I ruin my whole day. Hit my bottom lashes too. I think it would look weird without doing them. Now we can jump down to the face and make this face match these eyes. I'll just start before I do my face and put like a little something on my lips. And I'm using this, I cannot say it, so I'm just gonna show you. It's like a lip treatment. And I really like it. Actually, I just found this. I think I'm gonna throw a little bit on. Hopefully it's not too late. This Milani, like little eye topper. I'm gonna try it real quick. And it like matches perfectly. So we're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna like push it on with my finger because I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy. Look how pretty that is. And I'm like, it really matches, which is already kind of sheeny. So I don't know if it's gonna do too much, but let's. Now back to the face. I just had to try that. So we're gonna do the Cover FX. I've not used this in a while actually. And if you haven't seen it before, this one's kind of, it looks like it has like a little tint to it. It really doesn't though, but it says a blurring primer that instantly minimizes the appearance of pores, fine lines to create smooth and flawless. So we need all of that. So let's put it, especially where we have our pores and our fine lines. All right. Just rub her. I'm gonna use my Do You foundation. So I want a nice full coverage look, and this is a pretty full coverage foundation. I'm gonna use a beauty blender. I think I need to pull my hair back real quick. Just for a quickness. There we go. Just switch over to the big side when I get to the big part of my face. And this baby was $1 at Walgreens. I think had been some hello sales here lately. My Jordana concealer, which this brand comes from Walgreens. I don't know if anywhere else sells it or not. A little bit. I'm gonna use, we'll use the believe one since it's in my hand. I hope this is the dark one. Like, I like the shade of it. It's really nice. Like, I love my Physician Formula one. You all know that. I use it all the time. But I like the shade of this. I'm actually just gonna do my beauty blender. All the times I use my NYX brush. It's like a foundation brush to blend it out. I'm just gonna do it with this. Do a little bit of this, I think. We're gonna do the Dewy Stick, the Maddie Ziegler one I just got. Still playing around with that. Uh-oh. What happened to that? Something happened to it. A big chunk is out of it. Looks like someone might have got into my makeup. I'm gonna use the Fit Me powder. It's been the powder I've been using lately, and I've been liking it a lot, actually. Probably my new favorite powder. I like it better than the Airspun for sure. The Airspun one was pretty heavy. It's a really good powder and you get a lot for the money of the Airspun, but this one's really good too. It's just a lot lighter. Just seems to help like keep the glow to my makeup. I feel like it doesn't like take it out, which the Airspun really does. It's kind of heavy. But I'm also trying to go lighter handed with the powder, so that could be a little bit of it too. And since I did my eyes first, I definitely won't need as much powder. I kind of pull up like this a little bit to help get the makeup out of my fine lines that I have right there. Then I am gonna just a little bit under the eyes, just because I don't want any creasing. An extra powder these areas. I notice when my makeup does fade, if it does, like my nose and my forehead. I don't know why those areas, I don't know if I touch those areas a lot or what it is, but when I'm lighter on my powder, those are the areas where I lose my makeup, I notice. Especially my nose. My nose is the worst. Maybe my nose is oilier than I realize. See how much better it looks really when you do your eyes first? It's like, I feel like you just need less everything and it just comes together. I really should do this way more often. I say that all the time and I'll get on a binge of doing it and then I just switch and go back to this way. I really don't know why. I really don't. Get the makeup out. And then we just gotta do our quick little bronzing and stuff. And some lippies, and we're done, and got it done for the day early, semi-early. Tried to get up and get my makeup done before the kids got up, so I was done, had it, you know, looked good, felt good, but it just didn't work out that way. I had things to do. I had to run an errand real quick when I first woke up, which is never fun, but I had to run to the bank. And so I had little guy already up because he went with me, and then some days. So we're gonna bronze up real quick. I'm gonna use the Hoola, just their basic one. And I think for this look, I'm gonna go with this Dream Brush blush. It's one of the little Benefit ones too. And it's got this more dark, orangey, I don't know how you kind of explain the color. It's got a little shimmer in it. And I just think it'll be really pretty with this look. Just a little different, you know? So we're gonna stick with these little minis, and I got the Dandelion Twinkle. I really like this for a highlight too because it's not like that chunky glitter kind of highlight, a lot of them, and it's not that real, it's hard to explain. It's a very natural highlight, but it's so gorgeous. Look at that. It's like, it's blinding. I love it. I put this one on with my finger, and then I go take a highlight brush and fade it out. I do that with almost all of them, but see how pretty that looks. Ugh. I get a little crazy with the highlight. I gotta be careful. I'm just gonna take my little Wet n Wild highlight brush and I just swivel it out. And this one is so easy to blend. Some highlights, you put them on and they stay where you put it. You're not blending it. So you wouldn't wanna put it on like I just did. But this one is so blendable. All Hulu's products. All Benefits products are like that. I'm just gonna need to create my own language since I just can't talk normal English anymore. You know what's wrong with me? Since my eyes, you know, it's a bold look. I don't want to go so bold with my lip. I like to keep it kind of neutral. Let's have something calm. And this lipstick is called the color Close Off. It's a nude. So it's like a nudie pink. Kind of melted, I think, in my purse because I keep in my purse. This is a Wet n Wild. And we're just going to throw this little girl on. It's not a matte or anything, I don't think. So they don't stay on that well. But I'm just going to be around the house. So I have a couple errands to run, but it's all good. All right, guys, this is our finished look. How does it look? Not too bad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you for just visiting my page. I hope you like this look. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. So I can keep creating content that you guys like. Leave in the comments things that you would like to see, looks you'd like me to do, just any questions that you might have, anything you want to know. Leave it in the comments, guys. And also I have a Instagram page, Jennifer Howell. Go check that out too, guys. And leave me some comments. Until next time, see you later.